one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Dobbs to throw, rolling to his right. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They hand this off to Harris, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dobbs flushed out right. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Levis sets up to throw here. Here's a diving catch right side. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Now Levis. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Levis on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. This is taken at the 15. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Take a look at Deontay Johnson as this offense runs back out. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. still on his feet. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are pouring it on. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number 1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point, but that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 2. Levis to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rules are different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Little bootleg here. Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigga, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. To throw is Dobbs. Forced out to his left. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long. Harris running straight ahead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Harris. The silent stiff arm. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 136 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. On the give, this is Harris. Powerful running. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. Now Harris. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They run with Harris. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A York on now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, Visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Steelers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.